it's Saturday the 15th of February, and I've come down to the little sleepy village of Goring to visit my friends Ian and Phil. Goring's a really lovely country village, a bit like Midsummer, but hopefully with less murder. George Michael lives around the corner, and actually they've suffered from a lot of really bad flooding here, but it's very pretty. We went out, took the dog for a walk, which you can probably... There's Molly, their little dog. And we had a really interesting discussion because we were talking about how things are really polarised these days in terms of LGBT rights and what have you. And it's been kind of a weird day because Ellen Page, the actress, came out, of course. Kudos to her. Michael Sam, the football player, recently came out. And a lot of that is very exciting because I really want to be part of that movement, especially with Queens at Court. You know, it talks about assimilation, and it talks about people who are different and how to be tolerant and accepting, and what does that really mean? What does it mean to be an athlete? What does it mean to be a gay athlete? What does it mean to be different? So it's all good that this stuff is happening, but then at the same time, you know, you have Kansas who's passed this law which basically allows business owners to refuse service to same-sex couples or anyone who's sort of affiliated with a gay movement or a gay union or anything like that at all. So it's very strange times we're living in. So I'm sure we will continue the discussion, and I will introduce them to you a little bit later, Ian and Phil. If anyone has ever read my blog, hisroyalshivness.blogspot.com, you'll find Ian among the pages there in his pseudonymed glory, and I feel like a lot of people who made it into my blog will make it into this video diary as well. So cheers to that, and be back a bit later. So I'm here with my friends Ian and Phil. Hello. And say hello, boys.
Hello, boys.
What? And they're getting married in May.
Yay!
I was telling the audience, which probably totals about 2 people, about how I was in Goring visiting with you.
You must watch Shiv's blog, because otherwise he'll be really upset. And he wants to be a star.
Exactly, I do. I want to be massively famous. But you're getting married in May. Tell me what it means to you.
You're coming, Shiv, because you haven't returned your...
I am.
You haven't returned your acceptance.
I'm going to wear a kilt because you're having a Kaylee. I was thinking about my outfit. I was thinking about my outfit today. But tell me what it means to you guys to be able to get married now in this country.
Well, you go first. And I think it's important that it's been basically accepted into sort of English law, equating gay marriage with heterosexual marriage, and that nobody's treated any differently. The only problem I have is that civil partnerships haven't been open to straight people as well, if they so choose. But I see it from an equality perspective. I think it's a great leap forward. I'm really delighted. Philip asked me to get married in July. I said yes, and I'm looking forward to it in May.
Actually, tell us about your proposal, Phil. What was that like?
You won't be able to remember. Can you edit this, by the way?
Of course.
Okay. You won't put it unedited on his blog. As an obvious. We were here actually. We were here. We were in the garden.
Marriage came up, and discussion about marriage came up in another context. And I got home after a few beers and said to him,
"What about it, though?
How about it? What about us?" And the laws changed, and I think it's important for us to...
And I was like, what are you talking about? And I said, oh, the marriage thing. Yes, I'd love to get married to you.
Just because we're 2 guys, we're the same as everybody else. We want to make that commitment to each other. And we're going to be together for the rest of our lives. And it's important.
Then we contacted our MP, who had no idea when the laws were actually going to change. So nobody in the UK could actually make any plans because nobody knew when they were coming in. But thank God, it's been approved from the 29th of March onwards, and it took us a while to get a date, but we're going to get married on the 3rd of May, and it's exciting.
I love that.
And he's wearing a dress.
And I think all gay people around the world should have the opportunity to get married, and I think it's really important to be treated no different from anybody else.
Absolutely. So actually, if there's anybody out there that wants to marry me, give me a call. Anyway, cheers to that.
It's nice to see you. And watch his blog, because he's very talented and he deserves a lot of success, especially with his Queens at Court, short film, and with his apparel range, which he's going to sort out. And
Exactly. It's coming soon. That's coming soon.
And
Stay
if you
tuned.
if you do like him, he's available. I could tell you his email address, but I think I'll stop there because I'm sure he'll be inundated with requests for dates and
So this is the morning after in Goring. It's a view from my bedroom window. Isn't that lovely? I'm not sure if you can see the English countryside there in its full glory.
It's called Bristol.
There's Ian. Oh, he's disappeared. But we had a good fun night yesterday and went out with our waitress.
There's also another offering called Hello Kitty, which is upstairs.
That's the upstairs room, isn't it? I've
Yes.
stayed in there before.
With the big pink cabaret mirror loop.
I know.
It's not very camp at all.
We've had a lovely morning watching the Sochi Olympics, which I haven't seen any of actually.
It's quite, I'm just mesmerised, Lou, by the way they hurtle down those runs.
Well, there's a lot,
Do you
there's a
think we
lot
have
of...
a chance, Lou, now we've reached our 40s?
Why not?
To go for Olympic glory?
But there's a lot of debate about whether you should boycott watching the Olympics if you're gay.
Oh dear.
What do you think
I
of
found
that?
Lou.
What do you
I've been
think of that,
watching it
though?
avidly since it started. Well, I just think, sports and politics, are they supposed to mix? But I suppose inevitably they do.
Yeah, it's
I hate
interesting.
Vladimir Putin, Lou, but I'm sure he'll watch this and then he'll hunt me down with the FSB, Lou.
Well, don't worry, you've got your rifle in the hallway to
It's an
protect
air
you.
rifle, Lou. It's not something that's going to like clash.
There actually is a rifle in the hallway, which I was quite disturbed about. But anyway,
Air rifle.
what do you think? Should we boycott watching the Olympics? Maybe you can leave your comments after this post and let us know what you think.